9 Arabic box project. Of course, this will help you a little bit this week, in particular Year 9, with what to do in terms of completing the slide work from our absence from school. So, what I would like you to do, the first task I would like you to focus on is Section A, the product analysis. Now, you had a brief introduction to this slide way back in just before the half term. And I would like you to make sure that this slide is completed. So this slide involves a little bit of research, and it's really just to get you to think about what the Arabic Box project entails, what you need to do, and when designing a product, some of the things you need to consider. So you'll see here that we are talking about form. So form relates to what a product looks like, its shape, its style. So you can talk about that, and you can use the pictures as a little bit of guidance as to what form the Arabic box is going to take and why. You've then got function. A function will talk about the purpose of the box. Now you can dictate this to some extent because yes, it is a box, but you might have a specific reason for this. You might make it into a jewelry box for one of your parents, perhaps maybe for watches, for rings, whatever the case may be. So you can have a think there as well. Performance requirements, are there any technical considerations linked to the box? How does the lid open and close? How would you like this to work? Would you like it to be a clip-on and off box? Would you like it to be a hinged box? So you can dictate how that works there. User requirements, what quality would make this box attractive to potential users. You can focus there on the laser cut lid, and of course think about the type of comb joint you are wanting to focus on, the corners, and how that might attract the user to interacting with the product and how it might fit in with a particular environment. We've also got material and component requirements. So this focuses on what type of material you're going to include in the product and why, and also what processes you might look at there, some of which you'll be familiar with already because we have done a couple of practical lessons on this before the half term. Scale of production, you would have touched on this in Year 8 in the ABC engineering project. So would this type of product be one-off production? Would it be batch production? Would it be mass production? What scale of production is it and why, and how would that scale of production impact on costing? And then finally we have sustainability. What environmental considerations do we take into consideration when producing a product like this? How can we then make this product more environmentally friendly? So what's already been considered, and then what else could you consider to make it more environmentally friendly? Okay, moving on, I would also like you to complete Section E, which is the theory. Okay, so this slide would normally get done towards the end of the project. We're going to fast forward that a little bit and give you the opportunity to do it this week. And what you can see in front of you is a very simply laid out theory page focusing on different types of wood joints. Now the purpose of this slide is to give you some knowledge of different types of wood joints apart from the comb joint, which you're very familiar with. So just to point it out, just to give you this one away, this is the comb joint here. There are an additional 5 woodwork joints on this sheet. Now what you need to do is you need to use the internet, research different types of wood joints, and write the correct name at the top, and then write down a couple of uses for that woodwork joint, as well as some advantages and disadvantages of that particular wood joint when used in the construction of different products. Alright, so a fairly simple task. And there are the two sections, Section A and Section E, that I would like you to complete. That leaves you with Section B, Section C, and Section D not completed. However, if you do have time, what you can also start doing is including some pictures on your diary making. We would have started this last lesson, so you can start working on this if you like, and you know how a diary making should be structured. So there, between those two main tasks and that extension task, there should be a lot of work for you there to complete this week in design and technology. I do hope that this is clear. I hope this video helps a little bit. Of course, you can contact me via email and drop a comment on the assignment. I will set this as a specific assignment because of the nature of the online learning that we're